Very good morning to all the participants. Myself, Dr. V. Venkatrao, Associate Professor, Chembrol Arma Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences. I cordially welcome you all to the first session on the last day of AICTE ISTE refresher program on training on pilot plant scale-up techniques. So, before introducing the guest, first I would like to tell about a career mentor is someone who shares their knowledge and expertise with you in order to help you set goals, fix problems, and make good choices along your career path. So it's an honor for me to introduce today's first session speaker, Sri G.N. Prasad Garu, who is a career mentor. Sir has given programs in various pharmacy colleges and engineering colleges and several organizations. And we are very delighted to have a such great personality delivering his talk in this program. And I welcome Sri G.N. Prasad sir to take the session.
Shall I start? Yes. Good morning to every one of you. I am G.N. Prasad. The program is Health and Happiness with a positive mind and approach. Yes, today everybody wants health and happiness. But we are living in a materialistic world, competitive world, and modern world, and globalization. And everybody having their own aspirations, goals, desires, and everything. To meet these things, now people are running right from morning to night. Rather, I can say dawn to dusk with the hurry, worry, and curry. It's a fact. All people are running, hurry leading to worry, and what we take is also playing a vital role. What are the factors that is making us to be with hurry, worry, and curry? Look at a mothers right from the morning. They are running to take care of their children's future. They are always think about their future about children, and they get most of the time in a tense. Similarly, students who are appearing for competitive exams and appearing for job orientation, they always think whether they get a job or not in this present competitive world, and they are thinking about their security of job, and they have always wanted to take off the responsibility to a certain extent, easing out the responsibility of the parents. If you take an employee, particularly after 2019, the COVID episode, most of the people who are working in private sector or self-employed people, they have a lot of panicking. Yes, the reason is many people feel their jobs are at stake and their economic conditions and their commitments, all these things making them people, sometimes they're in a situation of a lot of unpleasant feeling. And if you take a senior citizen today is worried about his health, particularly in old age. In old age, usually people have one way or other some sort of a physical ailment. In the old age, these people feel that by any chance they get hospitalized, who will take care of their financial matters, hospitalization, medical bills, and all these things. Added to the fact that they feel the fear of love of the children. Today, most of the children, they are away from them, and the senior citizens, they have to decide the couple. And this making them a lot of mental stress and strain. You take a businessman, you take a trader, you take a small scale industries or a big industries, everybody today, they are thinking about the future and the financial constraint that of late they are facing with the present scenario. So, under these circumstances, today, earlier way back in 50s, 1960s, or up to 70s, People at the age of above 60, they used to get hypertension. In our common word, it's the blood pressure. Today, at the age of 25 to 30, people are getting blood pressures at young age. And sometimes we hear at the age of 30, 35, youngsters also collapse with the cardiac problems. When you look at this one of the things, the so-called hypertension can be purchased without spending a 1 rupee, a silent killer. It's a fact. So all these factors today, when you look into that one, the main reason is the stress, strain, anxiety, tension, restlessness, and whatnot. All these things making people right from morning to evening, getting with the worry, restless, and whatnot. So health and happiness, most of the time, how we look into that, how we have to take care of these two things within our purview. When you look at this, what is health? Health is not just about what you are eating or what you are doing. It is just about what you are feeling, what you are thinking, and what you are speaking. That makes it very important. Similarly, happiness is a delicate balance. What I want and what I have. Joy is a inner feelings. So it can be sought and it can be caught, but it cannot be bought and it cannot be taught. So under these circumstances, when you look into the health and happiness, the most important that thing that plays is there. Our happiness lies with these factors. Our health and wealth. Look into all these things. These are the factors that is playing a very, very vital role. The relations, the generosity, thankfulness, spirituality, and the other side of the wealth, contentment, self-respect, goals, optimism, all these things. So we have to balancing this is the most important thing. So think, do, and be positive. Just by be positive doesn't work out. We have to feel positive, we have to work for positive results. And for that, these 6 elements of health and wellness, this becomes a very, very important. The physical, social, environmental, emotional, spiritual, and intellectual. And so today in modern world, our attitude is a very, very important thing. That is our attitude, that is our mental attitude plays a very, very important thing. Yes, our approach. Look at Dr. Chandrasekhar, the Nobel Prize winner. He's a Indian astrophysicist and he's the nephew of late Dr. C.V. Raman, the Nobel Prize winner, his own brother's son. He's working in one of the institutes in Wisconsin City in USA. And he has been invited by the Chicago University to take guest lectures for their students in his subject weekly twice. He has accepted the invitation and first time he has traveled from Wisconsin City to Chicago, 80 kilometers, and it was winter and it is heavy snow downfall and he has to drive with all sort of hurdles. He reached the destination. He has gone to the class. The moment he has gone to class, he has seen only 2 students in his class. And it was a surprising thing to him. And at that time, the university authorities informed him, according to the university rules of theirs, if the students are less than 4, the professor need not take the class. But Dr. Chandrasekhar, he said to the administration, I don't like to disappoint these 2 students who has come for the class. And he has decided to take the class. What a beautiful, what a great attitude. Attitude towards for his students. And mind you, for next 6 months, he traveled weekly twice, 320 kilometers, and guided his students. And what a great achievement. 2 of his students achieved Nobel Prize, Chen and Yang and sun down. Here, when we look into that one, Dr. Chandrasekhar has a great determination, discipline, devotion, dedication, and dead talents. Whatever the physical strain he had while traveling, it doesn't cause any uncomfortable because his attitude to teach only to his students and wonderful happiness, and he has seen his two students getting the Nobel Prize. Similarly, you as a faculty, you as a teacher, you do a lot of devotion work towards your students, well disciplined, determination, and your dead timings, your most of the time, however you have a lot of your personal constraints or professional constraints, your job is to taking care of these students and make them to be very successful. That is what you are doing. In fact, it's not that easy job in today's environment. With all sort of environments, and you are having a wonderful patience in handling the situations, either it is in a college environment or whatever the environment you are for the sake of your students. I need not, if nobody requests about Dr. Abdul Kalam, a great personality, and he loves teaching. Yes, and so during his tenure as a Rashtrapati, as a president of the country, whenever he gets time, he moved across the country and meeting the students, and he wanted to see the talent in them and see their success, and he has many times interactions with the students, and he feels always happy among the students and spending and interacting with them. And all the time, he lost bit of his life. He was extremely happy to be with the students and talking to them and giving them excellent suggestions, guidelines, and advices. And lastly, while addressing the students at Shillong, he collapsed. A very great person. And few of the other things, I don't know how many people are aware, but those people who are aware, still, I just wanted to mention. One of the things, while Abdul Kalam was Rashtrapati, in Rashtrapati Bhavan as a president, he came to know one of his ADCs wanted to quit the job and to take as a commercial pilot. But he was unable to communicate this one to Dr. Abdul Kalam because Abdul Kalam is so nice. He doesn't like to directly put his feelings. Somehow, Dr. Abdul Kalam came to know about his desire. One day, he had a meeting with this ADC. In conversation, very coolly he told the ADC, "Look, my dear friend, I also don't want to be in this Rashtrapati Bhavan. I also want to quit." He said, "I also want to quit. So the day I quit, I will fly, I will join in our, when you are as a pilot, commercial pilot, in that flight, as a passenger, I travel." What a beautiful, positive approach Dr. Abdul Kalam has shown. Terrific. And in 2007, Abdul Kalam had unexpected visit to Kunur. Nobody expected Dr. Abdul Kalam visiting Kunur military hospital. Just about a half an hour before, his visit was informed to the military hospital. And everybody was surprised. Why he is coming, nobody knows. He has visited the military hospital to meet Field Marshal Manik Shah. Field Marshal Manik Shah was a hero. 1971 India versus Pakistan war. So he was the person who has liberated East Pakistan, and today Bangladesh was formed because of his able leadership, Bangladesh was liberated. And Field Manik Shah was hospitalized. So Abdul Kalam has just to call on him and he wanted to find out about his health. And he inquired with the doctors. He said his health is in general fine. Well, all conditions are good, only old age problem. See the social obligation, Dr. Abdul Kalam went and met the field marshal, former field marshal, inquired about his health. And this gave him an immense happiness to Dr. Manik Shah. A wonderful happiness, and that is what is Abdul Kalam. And you as a faculty, you try to making your students a wonderful character and you guide them for future, for their success and making them to be very responsible citizens of this country. Mindsets, yes, negative mindsets and positive mindsets. When you look at the one, I'll come about the Ratan Tata, his positive mindset. Nobody requires his about introduction about Ratan Tata. And as an industrialist in automobile industry, has done a great work for the Indian economy. He has done such a great job putting India in a high position in automobile industry now. The negative attitude and positive attitude, when you look into that, in general, people with negative attitude, their life, unless they change their mindset and start making themselves an analysis, they cannot become successful. For example, in general, you take a student who scores a low marks, immediately is activating event, the stress, he feels that he is not being given adequate marks. The faculty has not done justification to him. He always believes that whenever he scores less marks, and the situation continues, consequently, it goes is a totally blocking his mind with a negative attitude. Unless this person change, the dispute is correcting himself, taking the advice of the faculties, and how to score better marks. And if he exchanges to the positive side, then the success comes. Otherwise, this gentleman or the student in future, he always blames his employer, his boss, and he blames wife and society. This is a commonly we see with the negative people. This we can see with any person with a negative attitude in the society. You also come across around you also the people with negative mind. The positive attitude of Ratan Tata. Here you can see the one. Ratan Tata has two situations where went very negative, but how he has worked on those two situations. One was the one in 2003 when he was traveling in a car. He has seen a family, husband and wife, two children moving on a two-wheeler. He just felt, why can't we bring a four-wheeler for small van? That was his idea. So 2009, he has come with the Nano introduced into the market. It was expected a very good sale from Indian public. It was in 2009. And when the car was introduced in the market information or whatever it is being given in the market, the feedback, yes, it's a very 1 lakh rupee car, people's car, cheapest car in the world. With all these things, it has not clicked to the expectations. Yes. So Tata was surprised. Then they went into the reality and went into the various factors, analyzed. First thing, the people are accepted cheapest car. The second thing, the first 2 or 3 batches cars that have come into the market, they had certain technical snacks. Because of these technical snacks, people did not accept the car. So added to that one, these cars again back to manufacturing unit for further technical improvement during the process, and it has taken another 1.5 years to come back with the better cars of none. By the time the price has gone, with all these things, the car has not taken up to the expected returns. He has pumped hundreds of crores of rupees, but he has analyzed what has happened and he has corrected these things and he wanted to come with a better improvement to come. That is one thing. The second thing, in 1998, Tata has introduced passenger car into Indian market. That is what we, the car, people's car is introduced. That is, it has become a failure. That is, somehow he felt very unhappy and he wanted to have a dialogue with the Ford. He had been to USA. He talked about the problems with the car that he has introduced, and as a result, the conversations and the other things, he wanted to come with a deal with the Ford. Unfortunately, Ford has humiliated Tata. As a result, there was no agreement. Tata has come fully back to India. This has happened in 1999. And in 2008, Ford has a worse situation with his two brand cars, that is Jaguar as a Land Rover. And with the great financial constraint, these two cars have become utter failure in the market. At that time, nobody is coming forward to purchase these two brands. Here, Tata went all out, purchased these two brands despite their running with loss, and very polite way, he has not put a single word and he has purchased these two cars. What a beautiful, sweet way he has dealt the things. And by the time 2018, with the experiences with the Nano and with the international experiences of Jaguar and other car, he has streamlined everything, all the technical snacks, marketing problems, distribution problems, whatever earlier that has happened, everything was corrected. And 2018, these two cars have become wonderful success in the market. And today, Tata stands number 4 in the world automobile industry. See the one, what a great positive approach he had. And today, Ratan Tata is profits more than 65% goes to society. And here, Ratan Tata's attitude, the positive approach, similarly, you as a faculty, you as a teacher, you are doing a wonderful job towards your students. When your students have a negative attitude, feeling that it is very difficult for him to score marks, the subject is very tough, and finding sometimes students feel why I joined this courses. In such conditions, when your students with negative mind, you are there. You are a guide, you are a mentor, and you show them a way to come out from their negative attitude and give them a pat. We are here, we take care of you with a tremendous positive approach. That is what you are doing to your students. I know there are a lot of constraints in handling various aspects. Today, despite of all these things, you have a tremendous positive approach and making your students successful in their career. So that's the reason teachers plays a very, very vital role. And everybody has to thank them. You have to show the gratitude. But the teachers have a lot of patience. And you have got tremendous patience in that. This, you see the, you see the, you can see the various balloons going into the air, red, blue, green, yellow color. And once youngster has seen, except black balloon, all other colors are going to the air. He asks, the balloon went up. Does a black balloon goes into the air? The vendor said, any color balloon goes into the air. The matter that is important. So, it is in a computer language. When you think it is garbage in, garbage out. Similarly, what we keep it in our mind that comes out. If I keep positive attitude, positive comes. If I keep negative, negative comes. The attitude plays a very, very important. So most important is our attitude. See the Ratan Tata, Abdul Kalam, and Chandrasekhar, their attitude. Wonderful attitude. Similarly, you have got wonderful attitude in handling the situations. Positive thinking attracts success. Negative, it will never happen. Elastic, it would happen. Positive, it will happen. It's a general statement. Yeah, I just want to say about a negative attitude of an old lady. A lady, age about 60 years, she was bedridden for last 15 years. Doctors have found everything is normal with her except her mental attitude. And she was bedridden. Their attendants find it very difficult with this woman. One day, an youngster has come to their home. He has seen this old lady. He observed there is nothing wrong with this woman. He told the attendants, I can see this woman can walk. They all surprised. They said, please help us. He said, I will definitely help. Provided you have to listen to me, you have to follow certain instructions of mine. They accepted. He said, immediately for next 8 hours, you all people, attendants, leave the chambers. Don't come to this room for next 8 hours. They accepted. The old woman was shouting, but they did not pay any attention. They left. And this youngster also left the room, half closed the door. After 1 hour, the youngster has entered the room. The old lady was sleeping. Now, what this youngster has done? He coolly went to the bed of the old lady and he had put fire. What did he do? He put fire. That's all. What has happened? Within a fraction of seconds, this old lady has seen the bed was caught with fire. She became panicky. So she just woke up, just got up from the bed and without seeing backside, ran away. Why? Why she was stuck up for 15 years in bed? Today, why she ran? Reason is very simple. For 15 years, this old lady, what she has done? She blocked her mind. If I get up, I have a reeling sensation. I have a nervous breakdown. I have a heart problem. And so many things. It's all these things keeping in her mind. She doesn't like to get. Today, what has happened? So, when the people with negative mind, they block their mind with a cumulative attitude of negative things. The positive man, despite of sickness, how they work up. You can see one of the persons. All cricket lovers knows about Yuvraj Singh, an all-rounder. In 2007, in the T20 World Cup, the way he scored 6 sixes. Look at that time. The first, second, third sixer. Yes, after finishing third sixer, then he wanted to make the other 3 sixes. He is not bothered the bowler which side he is putting the ball. He hit the sixes. Tremendous. And in 2011 World Cup, he played a wonderful role. as an all-rounder. And India won in 2011 the World Cup. Afterwards, in 2012 and 2013, unfortunately, Yuvraj Singh had cancer. Everybody knows once cancer comes. However, we talk about positive approach and whatnot, the mental depression, people get the physical strain and whatnot. And Yuvraj Singh is not an exception for him. He had been to USA. He was taking the treatment. And you know very well, cancer treatment is radiation, chemotherapy, lot of episodes. With all these things were taking the treatment. He slowly tuned his mind in such a positive approach. People who are visiting him, he coolly told them, I am going to play again cricket. I am going to play cricket. People may get surprised, but he has proved it. Yes, he recovered and he played again cricket. And I think recently, last week, the Indian seniors, former test players and one-day cricketers played with the Sri Lanka team, and he scored 60 runs. He has scored 60 runs. All the water people, they have given an excellent reception. Where is this one? What is the secret behind of this success? He got a great trust, faith, confidence in himself. By taking the treatment, he got such a great confidence. He got confidence the treatment is working for him. He got confidence on the doctors. And he believes everything moves very well. That is the one. So he has believed in the medicine, he has believed in him, and he has believed in the doctors. So most important, the trust, faith, confidence, despite of the constraints with his health, he has worked. That is the one of osteoporosis. Look, recently, Dhawan, he was T20, he was not selected, and yes, finding himself how to come back. Then he has decided, when he was not selected for T20, what he was focusing how to keep himself fitness, skill work, gym work, and he has been selected against England for 1 day, 50 matches, and in 3 matches he scored, 2 matches pushed through. So how is this approach when he was not doing well in T20? He has corrected himself all the negative things and come with an extremely positive attitude. Everybody, I am powerful. The very thing, if I keep myself with a negative mind, I'm a hopeful. I have to shift my mind to be I'm powerful. That is what we need today, particularly when your students come with that half-empty attitude. You are there to correcting them, making them is hopeful. And you see today, your students, sometimes some of the students who are lethargic, who postpone their day-to-day studies, after some time they start giving lame excuses. The very common things which you come across. Here you are there to correct them. Yes, you have to move like a cycle, keep your balancing, you suggest them and you guide them and you make it sometime frankly without your lethargy and take care of the interest in studies rather than the other activities. There you are making them to realize their responsibilities. This is the one which we see every walk of life, right from morning to night, over the years. Either it is a professional front, social front, in personal life. How to overcome is the most important. Every day we see some people, there's no other word. always criticizing all the time. They never look into any good work done by others. And 24/7, what are you talking about? They never encourage others. Yes, you sometimes you see this approach today with the negative thoughts. You see the parents with the present scenario. A child scores most of them 90-95%. By any chance, the child scores less marks below 90 and above 85%. The parents start, instead of encouraging him, they discourage. So and so child got good marks, why you are not scoring? And what a attitude! Instead of appreciating him, okay, you are scoring better. In the next exam, they don't do it. Always compare. As a result, the child who is in a sort of a agony, pain, and mentally disturbed. And despite their child putting the best effort, the student, sometimes this way of approach by the parents and the way expressed to the children is worst. Similarly, we come across in the society. People always blame others for any sort of thing. However, they do the good work. So we should be careful in our day-to-day life to keep away such people so that their effect should not come on us and keeping us in a negative side. Ask for yourself. Is Indian is harmful or harmful? Is gas is harmful or harmful? One has to make the mind towards the harmful. Then only one can move forward. Determination theory, the positive attitude, you can see the genetic, psychic, environmental. When you see the positive side, and some of the youngsters, they always thank the grandparents, parents, how they have done the best for them, and they always appreciate. And the other side of the negative people, they always blame the negative side, particularly see with the negative mind people. You come across even in profession or personal life, some people talking. My grandfather had a cardiac problem at the age of 60 and he collapsed. Now my father is around 55. We are worried. What an unpleasant way. Today, grandfather time was different. Today there are so many medicines have come, better doctors are available, everything. But these people smile. And later this man also start making informing this better off. Oh, now I am 40. I don't know how I will by the time I come 55. These are the ways they put it. And that doesn't work out. Environment, wherever there is a failure, the negative attitude people always blame each and everything, boss, company, economy, and whatnot, the surroundings. So this is a first thing you do come across. And most important, we should not pay any attention. The positive approach is only thing we have to move with the people who are with positive approach. Mindset. Robert Fulton was an American engineer. He invented a commercial steamboat and he wanted to start this one and all the people gathered steamboat with the passengers. People are waiting at the river bank and they are observing when it will start and everything. In that river bank, there are hundreds of people who are very pessimistic attitude with a negative mind. Before starting the steamboat, these people are shouting, "This will not start, this will not start." Shouting, shouting, shouting. And Robert Fulton was least bothered about this people shouting. And the the commercial steamboat started, it was moving the river. And these pessimistic people, again shouting, it will never stop. It will never stop. What a obsessed way of thinking. So, but these things Robert Fulton paid least attention. Similarly, when we are surrounded by the people with negative mind, when you wanted to do something with a positive place, please don't pay any attention. You have excellent confidence in yourself. Yes, for any sort of a preparation, self-confidence is very important. Automatically you will get the self-confidence is equal to R. Your effort is your result. That is what you are telling to your students. Yes, you are creating self-confidence to your students, making them to prepare for their future. And that is what you are. That's where you are playing a wonderful role. You are creating confidence to your students. And the day when they go out from their colleges, they are always has to thank you the way you have created them a self-confidence. So you are creating to the students a healthy body, healthy mind, and happy life. And you have wonderful happiness once you creating a great confidence to your students who are with active mind and preparing them for their better life. Mark Zuckerberg, you know very well, Facebook. Most of the people know why Facebook was in blue color. Because, as you are well aware, Zuckerberg has a color blindness. He can see only blue color, no other color. See, he never gone into the negative side of his life. Rather, he took it a challenge. He has worked on. He made the Facebook into blue color. What a beautiful smile! What a healthy smile he has! And greatest of him, 95% of his earnings, he contributes to the society. So, the self-confidence he achieved. Thoughts. Yes, your mind creates the world. Buddha was very much true. Reach your desire, your passion, most important, your attitude. In 2014, it has happened in Karnataka. A woman who was residing in Ireland. This woman has become pregnant after her marriage after 10 years. She has to go for a gynae checkup, crossing the river 8 kilometers, going for a nursing home. She was doing for every month. When she entered the 9th month, she went to the doctors and they have told her, you have to come so date for the delivery time, and suggested the dates. She has back to the island, and before the delivery time, 2 days before, what has happened to the island? From Alamatti there was a heavy downpour and floods. With all these things, some sort of a cyclonic effect, people cannot move from the island. The delivery time is coming nearer to this woman. They can't move from the island. The worst situation at that time, this woman, she has taken a very great risk. What a great risk. She crossed the river, this 9th month pregnant lady, crossed the river swimming and reached the other side of the bank of the river, on to the doctors for checkup. What a great passion, because she wanted to see her child, because she has become pregnant after 10 years of her marriage. The burning desire is that. So, what Buddha said is true. The immense passion she has in her heart to see her child is what Buddha said. one can achieve their desire, provided that the caste is so strong. And in 2013, it was in Andhra Pradesh at Hyderabad. At that time, it was Andhra Pradesh. Youngster and father were going for engineering entrance, MSET. Just before examination center, just 100 or 200 yards before that, their vehicle met an accident. Father died on the spot. The youngster was very panicky. What to do? The situation was very bad. Somebody around seen the situation. They took this youngster to the examination hall. The reason is very simple. If he doesn't attend the examination, 1 year get wasted. The situation most unpleasant, unpalatable, and with all these things, the bias on examination, the burning desire, he wanted to become an engineer. Sometimes you also come across in the press media, students, parents, death in the early hours of morning, and their examinations are at 10 o'clock. With all these things also, people, they go for examination, not with a sort of a, but they have a burning desire. They keep their all sorrow, worry, and everything they attend the examination. Simple. Nobody likes to waste 1 year and examination. So Buddha says, one's desire is fulfilled, provided it is very strong, the passion, achieve their goals. Similarly, you as a faculty, you have certain goals in our life. One can achieve their goals, provided keeping their goals very strong. And you also do the same thing for your student, their goals, making them to be successful with your excellent advice, guidelines, and everything. Stay positive. The only difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. A full moon day and new moon day, there is no difference. So it is our attitude. So staying positive doesn't mean that we get the results, but we have a lot of mental strength to face the situations. Think of blessings. Always keep good thoughts. One of the most important thing is blessings. Think always blessings. We attract. See, when you think about blessings in this today's COVID situations, and when you think people who are getting regularly their salaries and having jobs, they must thank God. If they believe in God, thank the organizations. They are blessed because thousands and lakhs of people are not having jobs. We thank them and feel that things are going to move better rather than putting our mind with the negative thoughts. When we are on keeping with the problem, we stuck up with the problem, not come. So, most important, our attitude always thinks for blessings, and you definitely feel with a wonderful, your positive approach, the wonderful results. Speak every morning. You can see Abdul Kalam's words. These 5 things he suggested to follow every day. This gives a wonderful results. I am the best. I can do it. God is always with me. I am a winner. Today is my day. This is applicable not only student, to every one of us in our life. I am the best. Yes. How many times, how many of the faculties they consider they are the best teachers? When you feel I am the best, you feel wonderful happiness. You feel you are giving the best class every day, and your students are waiting for your class, listening to your class. Yes, I can do it. I can't do it. It is the only difference. And you can handle many things. Yes, you have been handling in our day-to-day professional work, either handling with the situations of students, day-to-day classroom things, or with management. You can handle. You are capable. I can do. Yes, you can handle any sort of a thing, provided you are keeping your mindset. What is always with me? This keeps us moving in a very successful way. I'm a winner. Yes, you are a winner. Always you are a winner. Because you are making your students successful and you are happy making them as winners. So you are the man behind them for their success. There is always a difference between a winner and a loser. A loser always playing a game. He thinks I should not lose the match. I should not lose the game. He always loses because his mindset is I should not lose the match. But a winner always mindset is I'm a winner. It is my day. Yes. When you are doing the best, when you can do it, God is with you. I'm a winner. Day is yours. Absolutely yours. That is what you are creating to your students. When they are with negative mind, you are shifting their mind. You are putting them in the right way and creating a confidence, making them the best. So this is the one slogans in the morning. Making it a practice, you can see wonderful results. I'm the best. I can do it. God is always with me. I'm a winner. Today's my day. This 21-day challenge becoming better. It's a practice. Once you start making it, and you can see wonderful results. This 21-day challenge, one of the things today, can anybody say keeping keys, car keys or scooter keys, specs at one place, checking and finding out for running for it. Keep it same place for 21 days. Automatically 52nd day you pick up from same place. So there will be no tension for looking for these things. Your attitude is a window to the world. Yes. This is our attitude. Yeah, our attitude is plays a very vital role. A couple taking a cup of coffee, seeing through the window. His wife looks through the window and pointing to her husband. Look, the neighbor lady, she is washing the clothes, but she doesn't wash the clothes properly, always dirty and nagging. The husband is listening every day by taking one cup of coffee from his wife. After 7 days, the 8th day, this woman said, "Look, my dear husband, the other lady, person who's washing and hanging clothes, today clothes are very clean, good, white, wonderful job she has done. At last she learned." And her husband told, "My dear wife, see, today I cleaned the window, all the smudges I removed, all the dust I removed." See, the woman keeps all negative things. Similarly, we keep our disappointments, our anger, our emotions, our feelings, our failures, our prejudice, our jealousy. That keeps a lot of negativity. A guru has told his disciples, all the students, each one to carry potatoes. He said, you have certain hatred about your friends, whoever it may be, relations. You write their name on the potato, keep the potato with you. So each student has half a dozen or more than 6 to 10 potatoes in there. Teacher told them, the guru told them, carry these potatoes day and night with you. Till I tell you, keep it with you. The students writing the names of each person, whatever they negative think about them, they were carrying day and night. After 50 days, they find these potatoes are giving raw, rotten smell, unpleasant smell. They ran to the guru, asked them, these things are giving rotten smell. Then guru said, if you can't carry these potatoes with this for 1 week, how can you carry your mind with prejudice, jealousy, anger, emotions, and disappointments. So, if you want to be successful, if you want to be positive approach in our life, erasing negative thoughts, opening new windows for successful. It is applicable to everyone. Everyone and everybody goes into negative mind, negative thoughts. We have to erase it. And unless you, either it is a home friend, professional friend, in society, this is a thing which you can see all. So if you want to be happy, healthy, these our disappointments, you have to take it. Unless we correct and change ourselves and erasing them, the negative thoughts, then only we have a good success in our life. Yes, to lead a happy, healthy lifestyle. Throw all the anxiety, negative thoughts, stress and strain. These are the things which we have. You have to throw it out. When you come to college, so all these things, when return back from college, if by any chance some of these things do happen, keeping some stress, then take it out. And unless you change, if you want to be happy, you have to take up the negative thoughts. You do get negative thoughts, but you have to change, put it in a positive side, move, then you find wonderful happiness. All the best. Just tell them. Shall I tell them 5 minutes break? Yeah. Please have a 5 minutes break. After 5 minutes, again you have the other program. Welcome again back to the next program. Before I go for the second program, I would just like to, it's not any negative way of talking from myself. Everybody has got their own experience in their life, whether it is a home friend, professional friend. I also had some experience how the things, how the people, including a better half children, their attitude for any sort of a event that arises. At the age of 70, that's like almost in 2012, now I am 79 years, I wanted to do my MA in English. I told my wife I want to join MA distance education. My wife, naturally, she said, why you do MA, what is the point? She was not happy for my state. I asked my eldest daughter, she also says, why you relax at home, don't stay in yourself. So these two people have given not a positive answer. Then I had a talk with my second daughter. Second daughter said, I told to my wife and the elder sister, if father wants to do his post-graduation, let him do. Let him enjoy the college days. Why I am telling you this one? We have certain desires, passions which we may miss during our professional work. And that passion or desire, when you want to fulfill, when you get an opportunity, and when you have got that mind to do it, you can do it. And there is no age factor. Age is a number. Age is a number. And your mindset is most important. So I joined in MA. I have two grandchildren. At that time, my two grandchildren, youngest granddaughter told me, grandfather, your handwriting is a very bad handwriting. If you want to good marks, I'll bring a copy book. Every day you have to write copy. And I'll say, she brought a copy book. So every day she signs like a teacher. And I joined in the college. When I came back from the college, I left the books on the table. And immediately my grandson told my daughter, look, grandfather is keeping the books in just way. He doesn't have a discipline. Immediately my elder daughter said, father, keep the books everything in a neat, systematic way. Two things I learned. One is better discipline, because I started behaving like a student now. And happiness I got, my grandchildren wanted to see that I get good marks. Their approach, my grandfather is also studying. Now I have become a student. Like them, I am also sitting and studying. The first year, the month of May, I am attending my MA first year examination. I told my wife, I am going for examination. This was a mid-May. Afternoon and hours examination 2 to 5. I told my wife that I am going for exam. Please wish me all the best. No, my wife said, can you write 4 sentences? How do you feel? What do you feel? So I said, I'll write 40 sentences. And I passed my MA examination with 60%. Of course, the percentage is very low according to my grandchildren. Why I am telling you? When you want to do something which you love to do it, but your own interest, sometimes you get a negative environment, but please don't pay attention for those things. You can achieve. Why I did it? The reason is when I wanted to take up this motivation classes, and I felt postgraduate is also important. And one of these things, when I started taking up this career, I had a very tough time. People rejected me, it's not a good programs, don't take it, all these things. There's a lot of negativity. Nobody will see all these things. It has happened. But I have shown my program to the faculties, to the psychiatrists, many other educated people. It's a way back 7 years back, 6, 7 years back. They said your program is good, make certain changes. Mind you, the way the people accuse me, I come back like a with a strong determination. Today, for last 5, 6 years, I am with your new people's good support, sharing my knowledge with you. I feel I am successful to a good extent because I tune my mind. I'm a learner. Even today, I'm a learner. I can learn from anything, from anybody, and process. So I am sharing my knowledge with you, and you have given a good opportunity. So I once again coming for the program motivation for happiness and healthy life. Health is a very, very most important slide we can see in our day-to-day life. All educated, we all the things. But what is the positivity and negativity when we get up in the morning? It's a very vital role. How the two bulls fight in every person's mind. The positivity and negativity. Which ones? Which you keep dominate that piece. So most important thing, as Abdul Kalam says, I'm the best, I can do it. God is always with me. I'm a winner. Today is my day. Make a point. Yes, when you tune, you work for that, you are definitely going to get results. Maybe it's a time process, but you are definitely come toward the positive side. And one of the things, feel, one of the most important, one should love himself. And loving himself is the most important. And when you look at the society, we always feel that I always feel I'm a fortunate person, fortune is favoring. And feel a wonderful results, think every minute, every second, positive feelings. When you create, however you come across hurdles, definitely we win with something success, quality, our mental attitude. So, most important, when we get up in the morning, we pray to God, whatever you are going to do, keep the mind entire and on. Today is a wonderful day. It's a fantastic day. It's a terrific day. I'm happy now. I feel good now. I'm a successful person. Keep that one constantly keeping it and put your effort. Yes. Why to do just now yesterday? Yes, is a process. And I don't know whether you heard about Justice Krishnaya, who was a Supreme Court judge, and he died, and he was, when he celebrated his 100 years birthday, all his juniors wished him. They addressed him, you young senior citizen. What a beautiful statement, you young senior citizen. So that word keeps you active. So everybody is young at heart. Many people feel that professional work monotonous and whatnot, and their mind sometimes go with the negative approach. But shift the mind with positivity, and you have wonderful results. Stress, yes, everybody finding the stress today, as I was telling you, right from morning to evening. Everybody expresses that pressure, experience at home and at college, at every place. We know about the bad stress, but there is also good stress. Yes, we should have good stress. A good stress is like this. When you want to present a article for any function, marriage function, you go to the market, you wanted to present the good presentation article, you go with quality, utility, economy, and whatnot. In the process, you motivate yourself giving a presentation to the best of your capacity. That rehearsal make you stress. Look, many women attending for marriages function, they take a lot of time and dressing themselves, matching their dress, jewelry, because they want to appeal very pleasant, young to the other people. That was a good stress. They take a lot of time. Of course, everybody finds this situation. Husband is ready, better half is still getting ready. It's a common thing which we see. That good stress makes us more comfortable. List of stresses on a teacher. Yes, you have been experienced in all these things as a teacher. Right? This is a day-to-day process. All these things. No other way. As a profession, you all these things becomes a part and parcel of that. As I was telling you earlier, Abdul Kalam's words, I'm the best. I can handle it. I can do it. With all these things, you are the best man in planning. You are handling the situations, and you are a winner. And many times, you become your own colleagues. They are very good, right? Because you are handling all these situations with a positive mind and shifting your mind, overcoming the stress, strain, and other things. This slide I have shown there also, but I have shown this here with the lifestyle and habits. When you want health and wealth, when you look into the one, all these things factors important. Sleeping time. Ask anybody at what time he is going to bed, at what time he is getting up. Dieting, what sort of food he is taking, what sort of exercises he is doing, what sort of passion. One should have a passion. And gratitude. Gratitude is the most important in the life. And serving others without anticipating any returns. Gratitude and attitude, these are the two things plays a very, very important role. Say, for example, of course, every one of us were all well educated and we sometimes thank people, sometimes we forget. But making it a habit, every small thing showing a gratitude for the service the people have done. We pay the money, but still they do services, but we have to thank them. For example, when you are coming from railway station by auto or car, you are paying to the driver the money, but thank him. You may say, why should we thank? He brought us safely to the railway station to home. And we travel in train from one place to other place. We must thank in heart the people, the drivers, as well as the guard, cabin crew, everybody, because with their teamwork only, we are reaching safely to the place. We have to thank the better half. Right from morning, she is taking a lot of pills to take care of the family. So once you start thanking, right from morning to evening, whatever simple, even in our profession, the messenger bring a cup of coffee, you thank him. Once you show that gratitude, you find wonderful happiness. And constantly you show the gratitude and attitude, you really find excellent results. Problems, yes, some people think about it. Am I a problem? One is thinks always problems. Am I part of a problem or am I part of solution? If I can say I'm a part of problem, I continue with the problems. And if I want to be part of solution, I look at the ways to overcome the hurdles. I move. So today, health and wealth, with all these relations, is the most important. Today, our relationship in general, we are missing because of various factors. Relations. So we are missing a pleasant smile also. So when we want to have health and wealth, we have to create ourselves. The lifestyle one has to keep himself how far he is keeping these 6 points to the maximum extent. Definitely, it gives them a better, happy person. Today, as I was telling you, type food habits, junk food, fast food, and you can see younger generations. So, lack of nutritious food. 2015 to 2020, US dietary guidelines, all food groups, make caloric limitations. This is a very important thing. And today, people have developed a jungle, a sedentary life. So, with remote control and spending time, as a result, obesity is becoming a big problem. As I was telling earlier, at the age of 30, people are getting cardiac arrest with stress, strain, anxiety, tension, as well as the food habits. So, you, as a guide, you suggest to your students to have a nutritious food, exercises, and keeping themselves slim for their better future. Yes, Swami Vivekananda said, yes, whatever your goal, yes, you have to arise, awake, and keep your goals with happiness and health. That gives a wonderful results. Fortitude, adversity with courage. Yes, fortitude is adversity with courage. You see with all the players with cricket, tennis, hockey, football, they play, they run, and suddenly they have injuries, and physiotherapist comes, gives the treatment, because unless it's severe injury, they again, with the run with courage, they run for win. They run for win. So, fortitude is becoming a adversity with courage. Yes. Look at this one. The Indian team, what a great success. 2020, the Indian team went to Australia, with the combination of young and senior cricketers. The first test was absolutely great disaster for Indian cricketers. They all out for 36 runs. Whole press media, other cricketers, former cricket captains, everybody started claiming Indian team, and they said with such a negative mind, they are going to defeat with 4-0 against Australia. So the second test has come. The Indian team, they have taken all the negative things from their mind. They played the match. They come back like Phoenix bird, which is a legendary bird which used for 500 years. It comes from a fire and it dies. The fire from the ashes it comes. They come back. They won the match. Beautiful. But next 3 tests, Kohli was not there. Captain has left. Some other person has taken the leadership. And third test, almost they were about to win, but it has been wrong. The fourth test, and India, they are going to wonderful event. What has happened? Senior cricketers, half a dozen people, they fell sick. Only juniors have taken the role. And these juniors have got a courage to face the situation. Young mind, absolutely young, energetic, dynamic. And they played such a game. And in Australia, the Australians never lost in Qatar Stadium, even a single test for last 25 years. And these youngsters, they defeated the Australian team. What a great success. So, where is it has come? The mindset they have created for themselves. What a great mindset. They never thought about again the first test experience, the mood. So you have to spirit of inspiration, the younger generation they had, and they won the hearts of the Indians. A great philosopher, teacher. He was an ambassador to Russia, and first was a vice president, then he has become the president. PC Nanapaneni, you must be knowing Natco Pharmaceuticals, man behind the great success of Natco Pharmaceuticals from Hyderabad. And now Natco markets a lot of anti-cancer drugs. Of course, they find many times hurdles in marketing. They are vodka with the excellent positive approach by leadership of Mr. Nanapaneni. Dr. Anjali Reddy Labs, again an organization from Hyderabad, and Reddy Labs markets the most economical genetic products to Western countries. They do also find a lot of hurdles, but they have overcome, and Reddy Laboratories and NATCO doing wonderfully well. Here is a one youngster. This is one Mr. Reddy. This youngster comes from an agriculture family from Krishna district of Andhra Pradesh. His father had 42 acres of land. The agriculture land, 1 of 2 acres. And his father has to perform his 2 elder sisters' marriage. And father has sold the land. He has become an agriculture labor. This youngster, Mr. Reddy, has a lot of interest in education. It's very great difficulty with financial condition. He passed 10th class, good marks. He wanted to go for further education. With the economic conditions, he could not go. And he has changed his mind towards computer science. So he learned computers, C++, Java, other things. Started his career as a trainer in some institutes. Later, he attended in Microsoft to 12 rounds he went. And he has been selected for Microsoft. The day when he has to join, the Microsoft CEO has gone through his original certificates. There he has seen he is only a 10th class student. And the CEO of Microsoft in India said to him, "You are only a 10th class student. How can we take you into Microsoft?" No, what a wonderful answer with positive approach Mr. Reddy has given. Unbelievable. The trust he got on himself. He said, "Your Bill Gates, who was the founder of Microsoft, is a college dropout. His classmates are working as his employees. So if you don't take me, you are losers. I'm the right person." See, the very next day he has been asked to join the organization. He is the first person with the 10th class certificate joined in Microsoft from Asia. He had been to US and Bill Gates worked for some time. Then he had a great year, ambition, desire. Thus, he has come from an agriculture family. He has a lot of course. He started his own computer software line. Now today, he has got 12 ventures. Mr. Reddy has 12 ventures. And these 12 ventures having a turnover of 1,600 crores. Today, their turnover is 1,600 crores. And 500 crores he keeps for the employee salary. 500 crores for the organizations, establish other expenses. 500 crores he donates to the society. In that 300 crores, he has adapted 300 schools. Each school he gives 1 crore rupee for the education of the, and 200 crores for the pediatric hospitals. See his desire and his social accountability. Similarly, tomorrow your students who are become successful from as your student, they have wonderful passions, desires, you motivate them to do something, starting their own industry or whatever, making them to be successful. Only thing they have to keep their goals and achieving it. It's not that easy it is, but you have to put all effort. So Mr. Potrilli and youngster done a wonderful work, giving thousands of people an employment. This is what which you see in your day-to-day affairs with the students. They have certain fixed mindset. Look at the mindset they have, the things what they keep it in their mind, and what you are going to help them. And growth mindset. From the fixed mindset, you are shifting them to the growth mindset and making them to be successful. Thereby, you are showing a way, a path for better life. See, with your excellent teaching, your capabilities, give confidence, trust, faith to them, you are making your students happy. Once they leave the college, they always remember you, the way you have guided them, the way you have shown their progress, and always you are keeping your students happy with your excellent approach, teaching, guiding, motivating various aspects. This is one profession where your students have wonderful opportunities. Here you are guiding them. According, you have seen them the last 4 or 5 years, and knowing their likes, dislikes, you suggest them, you guide them, you advise them, and making their career fruitful one. You are a great helping hand. A mother and a son crossing a river. Mother said, "Son, hold my hand, be careful in the river." Son said, "Mother, you hold my hand." Mother said, "What is the difference?" The boy said, "Mother, if anything happens in the river, I may leave your hand, but you as a mother, you never leave my hand." What a great trust this child is having on his mother. Hope, the trust, faith. Similarly, you are a great helping hand to your students who are having an active mind, who are feels sometimes depressed with the environment, various factors. You are the person to take care of them like a mother. Sometimes the students expresses more closely to you than to their parents. You are a real helping hand, guiding them, suggesting them, showing them a wonderful future for their career. How to motivate? You are doing all these things in our profession, in our day-to-day activities. This is one thing more important, passion. Yes, every day you come to college or whatever the profession you have, particularly who are faculty members, and you have to enjoy at least weekly twice with your students, with your colleagues, playing whichever game you love. College pieces, love it, cricket, love it, table tennis, whatever thing, football, whatever. Unless you become a part and parcel along with the student and along with your faculty, you come out all with the stress thing and other things which you had in the class hours, and you enjoy. You are going back to your college days. Sometimes you play better than the youngsters, and what a great relaxation you have. Enjoy. That makes you a lot of your day-to-day activities. If you love music, listen to music. of course, yoga according to one choice. Some people have wonderful relaxation with their pet dogs that gives them immense happiness spending with them. But you should not miss these things, particularly if you are a cricketer, table tennis player, football player. Enjoy. Enjoy. You become young, dynamic, and never consider that long back I played. You play wonderfully well the games which you love it, and you show to the younger generations, your students, and you are highly active. The supreme person, a king has wanted to honor most supreme person in his kingdom. Thus, the ministers select the person to be awarded as the supreme person. So, ministers brought various persons to select from these people the best person. They brought one person, a businessman. They introduced to the king. He's a poor man, successfully doing business and taking the care of the poor and not charging anything and give the commodities. Warrior fought for the country, brought laurels to the country. A doctor doing a lot of service to the society, not charging irrespective of the economic conditions of the person, and day and night serving. And a poet, he is a literary one, and he is with good voice as a songster, keeping the people with a very pleasant way, and so many other people. Okay. He is the supreme person. At that juncture, the king was how to select. A serious citizen entered the king's court. The king asked, who is this person? All these people, the businessman, the warrior, the doctor, the poet, they stood up and said, this senior citizen is our guru. That's the role of a guru is what you are. You are the person making the people to be successful, whatever the profession they take, you are the guide. So, a great role you are playing for the society. We have to thank you a lot for your extremely good work. So, all these things, day-to-day situations, through your anxiety, negative thoughts, stress and strain, have a wonderful life. On these things, don't take into heart with petty things. Keep smiling. Enjoy. Be happy and smile. And your smile makes your students happy, your family happy, everybody happy. So, I thank you everyone listening to my program. I shared my limited knowledge with you. I once again thank you giving an opportunity, and I thank the CHIPS management and Dr. Vidyadhara, Principal Mr. Vidyadhara, giving an opportunity, and to the staff who has cooperated with me.